For the final section of the podcast, we will discuss utilizing strengths within interviews. Our main goal for answering interview questions is to be able to tell a story from our past that can relate to the employer and their needs in the future, and hopefully help us try to tell our story and how our strengths can relate to what their company needs. So, to answer these interview questions, we use an outline known as STAR, which is an abbreviation for situation, task, action, and result. The situation refers to setting the stage, talking about the time and place and situation of the event. Next would be the task or the objective of what we're supposed to be doing in the story. Third would be the action or our active participation, whether that be a decision or doing one of our job duties. And finally, the most important part of STAR is the result. So what outcome came from doing this action? Was it positive or negative? Also, what came from that positive or negative outcome? Did you learn from it? You may notice in your Get Hired guide that there is another abbreviation known as SCROLL. SCROLL and STAR are very similar, but SCROLL has a few extra components to it. Please review your Get Hired guide to look at the differences between STAR and SCROLL moving forward in the course. Interviewing and answering interview questions can be something that we can write down and practice the stories in our head as much as we want, but the most effective way to practice answering interview questions is out loud, vocally, with roommates, family members, and classmates. For our final example, I'll go through answering an interview question by focusing on a specific strength moving forward. The example of the question that would be asked to me would be, talk about a time when you had to work closely with someone whose personality was very different from yours. The strength I'm going to focus on is harmony, which is working with others and making sure that everyone is on the same page. Setting the stage with the situation, back when I worked with Company X, I was on a team and we were tasked with planning an annual event for all of our stakeholders. The only issue with our team is that we had one person who would disagree with us and would halt our movement forward with trying to complete the task. So what I did myself was I set up a one-on-one meeting with the individual to talk about what's going on and if we can kind of come to a consensus moving forward. After our discussion, I found out that there was actually some personal stuff going on in his life, and we could actually resolve a lot of the conflicts that were happening within our full team meetings. As a result, the event carried on with no problems. We had the highest attendance in years, and we had great team cohesion in previous event planning years. This is an example of how you can utilize a strength as a major theme in answering an interview question. Again, please review your Get Hired guide to learn how you can utilize STAR and SCROLL within answering interview questions. This was the Strengths podcast. Thank you for listening and have a good day.